Yo, what's going on, YouTube, man? You guys already know who it is, man. It's your boy, Sports God TV, where we talk sports like religion. If you haven't already, man, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, share the content, jump in the comments. Let's get it cracking. Yes, sir. We got a big boxing match coming up this Saturday, July 8th. PBC Showtime, headlining the rising, undefeated superstar Interim IBF Welterweight title on the line. Jaron Boots Ennis, 30 wins, no losses. 27 of those wins by way of knockout versus Romain Villa, 26-1, 24 wins by way of knockout. This should be a really high, entertaining boxing match, considering Villa is a pressure, come forward type of fighter. We know Boots love to smoke. And listening to the press conference, man, Boots has he feels some type of way, people used to seeing him knock individuals out. That's what he's been accustomed to doing. His skill set is tremendous. Like, I had him on my pound for pound list. If you check one of those videos out some time ago, but his performance was subpar, and considering the fact that he didn't finish that fighter off that I believe he should have, a lot of people was down on the performance, man, and so he's itching to get back in the ring and itching to disprove, all the naysayers that he's back. And he's going to continue doing what he's doing, though he said he's not looking for the knockout. If it comes. But obviously, if you have a fighter like Villa that's coming straight at him, it's going to, put a little bit of pressure on Ennis to use what he like to do, fight in the pocket, got a nice jab, got an awesome combination game. Villa has a tremendous punch as well, a lot of power. And he's gonna rumble, man. And basically this match right here, we don't know if Errol Spence and Bud Crawford is going to exercise. Well, the competitor in both of them, I'm sure whoever loses that fight will want to exercise that rematch clause, which potentially could be a trilogy. Big bucks in that for them guys. Kudos to those two for getting what they deserve in the sport of boxing. So in other words, the only other big names out there in the welterweight division would be, that would make sense, would be a Keith Thurman. We know Sean Porter is gone. Danny Garcia, just to get a good name on your resume as far as like Boots Ennis goes. Considering both of them from Philly, that would be kind of interesting, wouldn't it? But yeah, man, I mean, so a lot is riding on this fight. And Keith Thurman has been openly, and you got Virgil Ortiz, but he also just Stanionis. He's supposed to fight Stanionis this weekend as well, but he withdrew from that fight, and it's like the third postponement of that fight. So Virgil, Ortiz may not be in the picture. So I think the next person in line would be a Keith Thurman, and Keith Thurman has openly said that he will fight either one. Obviously, it gotta all make sense, when it comes to money and this, that, and the third. But it's very, very a likable fight. Styles make fight. The way Keith Thurman fights, he can box, he can punch, obviously. And Jaron Boots Ennis obviously can box and punch as well. That would be an exciting fight. But this fight here is going to be a very, very exciting fight. And it's going to let us know a lot about Jaron Boots Ennis come Saturday. All right. I want to touch on Jared Anderson. I know he already had fought versus Charles Martin. You got a guy that's 15-0 in the heavyweight division with 14 knockouts. This is the first fight that he had went the distance. And, you know, the performance wasn't spectacular. It wasn't his best performance. He did drop Martin mid fight, but the question was raised, like, you know, when it comes to the heavyweight division, obviously, you know, Tyson Fury is the cream of the crop. You got Usyk, you got Deontay Wilder, you got Ruiz, you got and you got Anthony Joshua. So there's going to have to be, we know he's not going to get the two top dogs in that division, but now it's time to see, you know, him fight a superior opponent like those other guys that I mentioned, to really see where he is. He's only 23 years of age, so he still has a lot of growth, you know, in the sport of boxing. But I really want to see where he at skill-wise. We know he can punch, but can he hang and can he stomp with some of the big dogs that's in the division? And then, you know, you got Canelo Alvarez, man. 59-2, 2 draws, 39 wins by way of knockout. Was originally supposed to fight Jamal Charlo, which that didn't push through. Twist and tables turned. He ended up fighting and signing to fight Jamel Charlo. 35-1, 1 draw, and 19 wins by way of knockout. So you got the undisputed super middleweight champion of the world being Canelo Alvarez versus the undisputed middleweight champion of the world, which is Jamel Charlo. Now, this fight is going to take place for Canelo's undisputed super middleweight titles, man. Undisputed. So that means Jamel is moving up like 2 weight classes to fight Canelo. And, you know, Charlo recently coming off a broken hand. And that's why the fight with Tim Tszyu didn't go through, because he had to withdraw from the broken hand. So coming off that type of injury, it's been a while since he's been in the ring, but to come and fight a proven champion in Canelo Alvarez, which you guys know I have openly said that, like, he's like one of my favorite boxers. To fight him, which he has went as high as 175 and hasn't fought down at 154 in quite a while. It's going to be a tough challenge, man. If anybody can pull it off, though, you know, I mean, I like Jamel's grit. I think he has a high ring boxing IQ. He has power. He has stamina. And he proved that pretty much every man that stepped in front of him, he beat him. But it's going to be an uphill battle, man, when you're going against an experienced fighter like Canelo Alvarez, especially, you know, moving up to the weight. It all depends on how Charlo can, you know, maintain the weight that he's picking up. It shouldn't do anything but help him, but you never know. We shall see. I think that's going to be a very exciting fight, even though that fight is down the road in September. But July is looking lit because, again, we still have the biggest fight in boxing, which is going to be, you know, Earl the Truth Spence Jr. versus Terrence Bud Crawford, which is coming up, man. We got less than 3 weeks, man. Less than 3 weeks before the mega fight. And I'm really excited to see that fight, and I'm really excited to talk about the fight. but I'm also excited to see Jaron Boots Ennis back in the ring this Saturday, July 8th. Like I said, PBC Showtime. It's your boy, man. Sports God TV, where we talk sports like religion. And I'm out. Till the next time.